Joseph, you're next.
Thank you. What I'm going to do now, it's called Be Like a Phoenix. One of my favorite jobs after leaving the ambulance was spending a year with the Mental Health Association of San Francisco as a peer counselor for the San Francisco Peer Run Warm Line. And because of my experiences, both as a medic and a counselor, people call me up when they need some support, and I'm usually there to give it, but it can be pretty exhausting. And I received a call today about 1 o'clock that just kind of wiped me out. And I'm going to read this piece off of the website Emotionally Naked. Ann Moss, who lost her son to suicide from jumping off the bridge. I met her at a Bridge Watch Angels event where we go during major holidays and kind of flood the bridges with smiles and good presence and attention to try to catch anybody who might need that kind of empathy before they climb that rail and take their final jump. Unfortunately, I was talked out of it by a California Highway Patrol officer. But she made a really nice post of this poem, and so I'm reading it off of her site, emotionallynaked.com. I repeat to you what was told to me when I almost jumped from the Golden Gate. However gloomy the skies may be, they will eventually clear if you wait. If you jump, it will be permanent. There is no taking it back. When the skies clear, you'll already be gone because on the water you chose to smack. He did not tell me in rhyme, but he told me with honest concern that things would get better if only I'd wait through emotions that currently burn. A Coast Guard cutter had staged below to retrieve my body should it occur. Fortunately, through the tears, my vision wasn't a blur. I thought of the damage to those involved who are only doing their jobs. And that piece of their peace I would steal the way witnessing trauma violently robs. I reflected on a patient I had when I was a 911 paramedic, when a woman who threatened to kill herself only needed someone empathetic. As I looked out over the ocean toward lovely San Francisco, I thought of how my soul would have felt if off that cliff she decided to go. I didn't want to do that to the officer who was truly trying his best, and I didn't want to wound his conscience that he failed such vital test. I climbed back over the rail and surrendered to the cuffs so he could bring me to the hospital to get through what felt so rough. That was over 9 years ago, and it's been many more since. And he was absolutely right. I've known more joy in sunny days that could not have shined more bright. Pain can be real and stick real strong and swallow the hope and swallow the soul in gloom, enough to think some good will come if you surrender to such doom. You are loved more than you even know by your family and friends, and you will forever tear their hearts if your life so unfaithfully ends. At the time of your pain, you might think that it's good as the only way to be understood, but you will be gone, forever unknown, unable to stand up for what you know you should. You can accomplish more living than dead, the officer also told me. Since then, I've published thousands of pages of poetry, which, had I jumped, would never be. And woe, the trauma to my family, who would have been chained to shame, who forever would have had their joy stolen at every memory of my name. The same would be true of you, and you could never take it back. If you chose to end your life, others' lives would forever crack. Be strong, beloved child, however whipping are the winds, however heavy the weight on your shoulders, love eventually wins. The good of life is delicious, and happiness can often be felt, even if it seems that you're stuck to the awful hand that you're dealt. Be like a phoenix and rise like a star. Let the world know who you gloriously are. Storms will batter your ship with high seas, and waves may sweep over the deck. But hold your grip, O champion, to rejoice that you weathered the wreck. Don't give up and don't give in to the lie that you're better off dead. You were born to bring goodness and light to this world. Don't let your doubt be what wins instead. The skies will clear. Be brave, strong, and patient. Sincerely, Joseph Stegner. I wrote that on September 28th, 2014. And it was April 22nd, 2005 that I was talked out of jumping. And thank you, Officer Engels, CHP. There you go. That's the only piece I'm going to do tonight.
Thank you, Joseph.
I apologize for the vacuum that started up ahead, and I hope that didn't interfere.
Thank you, Joseph.
Sure.
And I need to reveal something. I'm unfortunately one of the people who has been cracked by someone who, in fact, did commit suicide. And so very beautiful poem. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. That's so beautiful. Everybody needs to hear that.